Yo, what's good, YouTube? It's your boy KFLeXin. I'm back here with yet another video. And this video is the Miami Dolphins 2021 schedule. It has officially been released. Shout out to people who like this video before they even heard the sentence. And let's get into it. The Miami Dolphins schedule. And I think we're going to run through all these teams. I'm going to be honest with you. Now, I ain't going to lie. This schedule on paper is not looking too easy. We're just going to go game by game, one game at a time. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the schedule. I'm not really the guy that's going to be like, oh my God, you know, they look too deep into it, because to be quite honest with you, it doesn't matter. We knew who we was going to play. I don't really give a damn about the order. As long as we don't play the Bills in December at Buffalo and stuff like that, you know, that's I look at certain scenarios like that. But for the most part, like, we already knew who we was going to play. We already knew what the schedule was looking like. Who cares, you know? But let's get into it. The Patriots, week 1. I remember, and this is going to be at 4:25 on CBS. Now, I remember these games used to be nerve-wracking. You get that Patriots, you're like, damn, we got to start off with the Patriots? Oh, my goodness. These days, you know, it's the Patriots suck. Playing washed up Cam Newton. I highly doubt that they will have Mac Jones playing at that particular time. So we're playing the washed up Cam Newton, and we're playing the Patriots team who, yeah, they got a lot better. They got 2 tight ends that are good, but they're not better than us. They should not beat us. And if anything, the Patriots fans, they should be very, very happy to play us week 1, because they're going to play us. We're going to expose Cam Newton, so possibly they get to see their future a lot faster. So, to be honest with you, you should be happy, because when we're beating the hell out of y'all will be able to see y'all future and be able to call for Mac Jones, you know, after week 1. So, that's the first game. Second game of the season, the Buffalo Bills. This is the comp game right here. This is the hell game, okay? I hope to God we can beat the Buffalo Bills. They're becoming my least favorite team in the league. Nothing against them. Their fans are passionate, but they did fuck up for to go to the playoffs last year. So how could I ever like them, okay? So I'm really hoping we're able to win this game. They obviously have a tough team, tough roster. It's going to be a good game, hopefully. We're going to kind of know where we're at as a team when we play Buffalo, because, you know, that's going to show us a lot. I feel like Buffalo Bills are a very, very good team. We cannot deny it. Josh Allen looking like, you know, the best quarterback in this class. We cannot deny it, okay? And that's just the reality of the situation, okay? But who knows? Who knows what's going to happen? Josh Allen had like an MVP year last year, an MVP candidate year. Who knows if he regresses this year? All right, but again, by the way, if you ask me, do I wins and losses, bro? I think we're gonna win every game. I don't do losses, so yeah, that's that. Okay, get into a third game. The Raiders, the Las Vegas Raiders. This is the team that we absolutely crushed hopes and dreams last year. So they're in a position to say we need to beat the Dolphins, because this is the team that pretty much effectively, when we beat the Raiders, we basically eliminate them. And so this is the team that's going to say they want to beat us so bad. Now, last Raiders game, I mean, we absolutely dominated them. I don't see anything different happening this next time. The only thing that happened was Eric Rowe kept getting fucked up by Darren Waller, so the game was end up being close, and we almost damn near lost. But really, we outplayed the fuck out of them. Okay. And also we had bad quarterback play. You know, we put Fitz in. It was different. You know, it is what it is. But again, you look at these 3 games, and you're not looking at any of these games to say any of these games are cakewalks. You know what I'm saying? None of these teams that I'm naming are losers. Well, the Raiders are kind of losers, but even then they had a playoff chance last year. Then we get into October 3rd, the Indianapolis Colts. And the Colts, you know what I'm saying? This is the year. Who are the Colts? Oh, Carson Wentz. I was about to say, who the hell is the Colts quarterback? Carson Wentz, right? Because Phillip Rivers retired. So they got Carson Wentz now, and this is going to be interesting. They got a really good offensive line, but I think Carson Wentz is very, very prone to making mistakes. But you never really know, because he played for the Eagles, so that, like, their line never blocked for him. But, you know, I think he's super mistake prone. I think he tries to make too much happen every time he touches the ball, and I think we can definitely beat him. Looking at the receivers, they have okay receivers, but I definitely see our defensive backs actually just like clamping up their receivers, okay? T.Y. Hilton, he's not what he was. I mean, he's good, but he ain't what he was. So I definitely see us clamping up the receivers. Then we get to the next week, week 5, which would be the Super Bowl, defending Super Bowl champs, the Buccaneers, and Tom Brady again. Oh my God, I thought we had played Tom Brady for the last time, but we played Tom Brady again. Going to be an interesting game. At that point, we'll kind of already know what type of team we are, but this would definitely tell us, like, hey man, if we're like 3-2 or we're like 3-1 going into this, and then we beat them, like, we're going to the Super Bowl. But like, if we have a bad record and then we get blown out by them, then we need to start firing people. Okay, that's just that simple. So yeah, we play the Bucs. That's gonna be a tough game. Obviously, Super Bowl champions. Then you get to Jacksonville Jags, which I think is the more easier. This probably our first like easy game out of the whole thing. I know Jacksonville Jags got a lot better, but I mean this is gonna be Lawrence's first year in the league. This is gonna be Travis Etienne first year. They got a lot of hype beast picks. They got a lot of good picks in the draft, but this is gonna be a very young team. I think this is obviously gonna be our easiest game. And then we got the Falcons October 24th. So, like, I feel like at the beginning we got a super hard schedule. It kind of gets a little softer in the middle, even though it's all NFL teams. They're all good. But we get the Falcons. The Falcons haven't been good for a couple of years now. But the thing about the Falcons is they got Kyle Pitts, they got Julio Jones, they got Calvin Ridley, bro. They got a crazy team. Who knows if they'll have Julio by then. But this is going to be interesting. If Kyle Pitts goes crazy, I'm going to have to hear Dolphins fans just meat ride him the whole time. And so this is going to be a fun game, though. Kyle Pitts, Jalen Waddle, it's going to be cool seeing them go together. And by the way, if you guys don't know, the home games are the ones that are turquoise color, or I'm sorry, aqua color, and the away games are the ones that are like transparent. So we will be playing them at home, okay? Then we got the Bills again October 31st. This is wonderful, guys. Both of the Bills games come before December, November. Both of the Bills games come before it gets super cold. That's going to be humongous. I love it. Then we get the team that pretty much jump-started our whole entire dynasty that we created, the Texans. Shout out to the Texans. Listen, I won't even be mad if we lose to the Texans for the simple fact that they definitely helped us to the point they kind of deserve some kind of win against us, okay? Because we already been finessing them for years. They deserve some type of win. All right, so if they win that game, hey, you know what? You still lost because we finessed the out y'all for years to come. Okay, then we get to who knows if Deshaun Watson will even be playing that game. That game will be interesting though. Then we get to the Ravens game. This is the team that has had our number since I could ever remember. Ever since I remember being a kid and watching the playoff game, we got our ass beat. This is a team that just somehow, some way, it's not even like they just be beating us. They be dragging us. Like, it ain't even like they got our number, but we be close. They literally drag us by our fucking faces every time we play. This is going to be an interesting game. If we beat the Ravens this year, then we could tell we're a different team. But I'm going to tell you right now, the Ravens literally just fucking absolutely just humiliate. Every word you could think of just obliterates the Miami Dolphins every time we play each other. So that's going to be fun, okay? Then we got the New York Jets. Also going to be a fun game. We should beat them. They suck. They're the Jets. I don't have no respect for them. Okay, I'm just playing. But anyway, I think we're going to beat them. We have the Carolina Panthers, who I remember last time we had a primetime game versus the Carolina Panthers, we lost. I want to say Luke Kuechly picked off Jay Cutler. Got the Carolina Panthers. That should be a fun game, interesting game. I'm looking forward to that game. Carolina Panthers do have Sam Darnold and everything. I don't have that much confidence in Sam Darnold. But they got some talent. They got some weapons on their team, so that's going to be a fun game. By the way, the primetime game is the Baltimore Ravens game. That's the Thursday Night Football game. And then we have one more, which is the Saints game, which is a Monday Night Football game. But let's go into the next week, which you guys can't see, which will be the Giants, who, by the way, just suck. Okay, the Giants suck as well. And so we should be able to beat them. So it gets a lot easier at the beginning. But the Giants low-key kind of suck, so I look forward to that game as well. I think we should be able to pretty much beat them relatively easily, stack the box, and make Daniel Jones beat you. And maybe he does. Daniel Jones, he has a nice deep ball, I think. But the receivers, they're not that good. And I mean, they do have, who did they just draft? Tony. But, I think our defense is going to be too much for them straight up. Our bye week is week 12, and then we go and take on the Monday Night Football, and we take on the Saints. This is the Drew Brees-less Saints. Usually this is a scary game, but they don't have Drew Brees, so I'm not even concerned, okay? Not to say we can't lose. We can lose any game on the schedule. They don't have Drew Brees anymore. Who was even a Taysom Hill? There's no way Taysom Hill is it Taysom Hill or Jameis? But let me check. Okay, so yeah, so it's Taysom Hill or Jameis. They have like the worst quarterback room in the league, so I mean I'm not worried. They got like Travis Simeon. I didn't even know he was still in the league. Their roster sucks, okay, but their quarterback sucks. They got Michael Thomas, yeah. They got Alvin Kamara, yeah. Stop the run and make Taysom Hill beat you in the air, and I like our chances. Michael Thomas is amazing, but he's not messing with Xavier Howard. Then we get to the next game where we would go up against Tannehill, and I don't think we've went up against Tannehill yet, but we will be going up against Ryan Tannehill. Maybe this game has playoff implications, but we will be going up against Ryan Tannehill in week 17, or I guess week 17 technically, because we got an extra week. But in week 17, we'll be going up against Ryan Tannehill, and that would be an interesting game. I wish it was in Miami. It would be even more interesting, but that is going to be an interesting game for sure. And then week 19 or 18, we're going to be against the Patriots again to end the season. In that game, obviously, because the end of the game is always too. But that is going to be our schedule, guys. So view it, look at it. And let me know what you guys think about it. Do you guys like it? Do you guys hate it? What do you guys notice? The only things I really pay attention to is like the weather. The weather games look good to me. You know what I'm saying? We play the Bills 2 times early. You know, it might be pretty bad weather in the last Patriots game, but even that, wait, is that in Miami? Yeah, the last Patriots game is in Miami. So our December games, if you're looking at it, it's gonna be the Saints who have a dome. It's gonna be Tennessee, which is not that cold there. It's going to be where's the other one? Yeah, we don't really have any kind of snow game, so this is like, I mean, this is about as good as a schedule as we could really ask for as far as just the weather. And then I also look at primetime. I wish we had more primetime. We only got 2 primetime games, which kind of sucks. Maybe they'll put that Jets game in primetime. I don't know. It's to be decided. But after that, I look at primetime games, I look at weather, and then I look at just overall strength of competition. You don't know who's good this year. You don't know who's bad. Overall, I would say I consider us so good to where nobody on this schedule scares me. There's certain teams that I usually hate playing: the Ravens, the Chiefs, the Patriots. Back in the day, obviously you don't want to play the Super Bowl with defending champions, but at the end of the day, to beat the best, you got to beat the best. So let's just beat the best, okay? And figure out who we are as a team. Get in the comment section. Know what you guys think about this, though. What you think about the schedule? What you guys think about the order, the 17-game season? Like, comment, subscribe. Road to 11K. KFLeXin. I'm out.